everyone else is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped.
All right, welcome back to Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire, where truth, logic, and common sense is the wind beneath our predator eagle wings. And Shemaine has a wonderful book that is literally helping people discover true happiness and health. Make America healthy again. Shemaine Nugent has been on a rampage to get the chemical warfare out of our cupboards, out of our grocery carts, out of our children's sacred temple. Oh my God. She has written this wonderful book called Abundantly Well. This is a gift you should get for the people you love. Go to Amazon, whatever that is, or maybe go down to the Nile River, or maybe the Rouge River, or maybe the Socrates, or go to Amazon, go to the Amazon River and get Abundantly Well by Shemaine Nugent. She is just brilliant. She's so good. She's so good. Also, there's a great book by my buddy John Borkovich called Fish and Game 911. This is a great book where some game wardens have a soul. Some game wardens know that a 3-shell limit on 15 doves is insane. Some game wardens know that sustained yield harvesting the surplus to make room for next year's wildlife production is the sound science that has brought back record numbers of elk and deer and turkey and geese and waterfowl, cougars and bears ever in recorded history, and some game wardens are absolute pricks that give a ticket to a little girl grouse hunting because her shotgun was leaning up against a truck tire, empty, caught in the grooves of a gumbo mutter truck, but that was considered by a punk-ass game warden. Well, it's in the vehicle. It's not in the vehicle. It's leaning up against the tire. But that was against the law in Michigan. You pricks. John Borkovich, let's see where you get this book. He's the real McCoy. A game warden's story about discretion and science-based game law support. Book at wildlife911officer.com. We'll put that on the screen at some point, maybe post-production. Book at wildlife911officer.com. It's a great book about the inside scoop about a game warden who actually treated people kindly. And if you're hunting deer during the deer season with the bow and arrow during the bow and arrow season, but you throw corn closer to your tree stand so you can harvest the essential necessary deer that you have a license for, good people know that no human being has authority over where an American throws corn. Chronic wasting disease is a lie and a scam in Texas Parks and Wildlife. How do you live? Do you lie to your children like that? The Michigan DNR, well, if you put out corn, it'll cause disease. If you put out corn, it'll cause disease. If you move these apples, it causes disease. But now you can move the apples and put out corn if you get a license to put out corn and move the apples. So you get a piece of paper, now the moved apples don't cause, you lying punks. What is wrong with you? At what point in life did you lose your soul? Are you the leader of the Joe Biden fan club? Do you promote Hillary Clinton's vision of America? Texas Parks and Wildlife, you have lost your mind. Chronic wasting disease, this isn't a guitar player. This is the science that we've spent millions, tens of millions of dollars, and we continue to waste tens of millions of dollars. Elon Musk, President Trump, Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. We are burning hard-earned tax dollars studying chronic wasting disease. When the study is over, people can't get it from meat, even from a tainted CWD positive deer, which, by the way, fact, more deer will die today on the highways of America than all confirmed cases. Did you hear that venison belch during the word all? Was that awesome? I'm not supposed to have fun as I condemn deep state criminal power abusing punks in game departments like the Texas Parks and Wildlife. And if you think I'm wrong, come on here and explain yourself. Chronic wasting disease has never hurt a deer herd. More deer will die from car collisions today on the highways of America than all the confirmed deaths from CWD. Now, not all the deaths they've caused, the Texas Parks and Wildlife, the Missouri Department of Conservation, Michigan DNR, Illinois DNR, Wisconsin DNR, Minnesota DNR, they're slaughtering deer looking for it. They kill thousands of deer, and maybe one or two tested positive, but those deer would have lived long enough for a hunter to kill and spend money in the asset column, and they could have eaten the venison and not gotten chronic wasting disease. The science is in. Unless you're Dr. Fauci and you wear a face mask in your vehicle all alone with the windows rolled up, and you allow a bureaucrat to tell you can't say goodbye to your dying grandmother because they have control over your life. That's how bad these people are. Those are the same people. Texas Parks and Wildlife, Michigan DNR, Illinois DNR, Wisconsin DNR, Minnesota DNR, Missouri DNR, Department of Conservation, Colorado Department of Conservation. They're all the same people as Dr. Fauci. They wear masks in their car with the windows rolled up because they're anti-science and they're idiots. Michigan DNR is suing me because I have feral Russian boar. I don't have feral Russian boar. Why don't they sue me for having three-legged pterodactyls? Because I have as many three-legged pterodactyls as I have feral Russian boar. Some of the pigs they are banning, not only are they not from Russia or in Russia, but they're sows. They're not boars. They're sows. You people are idiots. Shame on you. They're suing me for having something that doesn't exist. Well, they're Russian boar. No. There's no such species as a Russian boar. The only Russian boar is a male pig that lives in Russia. It's not a species. We get our pigs for sunrise safaris from an Upper Peninsula game ranch that has already been proven to be legal pigs. So we get legal pigs from a legal pig breeder. And by the time they get to my Sunrise Acres, now they're illegal? You lying. These are the same lying that say, well, we voted that the dove is a songbird. Michigan DNR, shove it up your ass. You can vote that a dove is a songbird all day long, but it'll never be a songbird. You can vote that the pheasant is a songbird. It'll never be a songbird. You can vote that that pig on my preserve is feral, which means an escaped domestic animal. Mine haven't escaped. They're on the preserve. Can't you see what they're doing? They're liars. It's not feral. It hasn't escaped. It's not a Russian boar. It's a legal pig, and it's a female. Do you see how deep the corruption goes? They're horrible, horrible people. My son Toby was going to join me because he's taking care of Sunrise Safaris and Sunrise Acres up in Michigan. We have families from all over the country, all over the world, come and hunt with us every year. And these pigs, just like they're pigs. They're hairy pigs. They're not from Russia. They're not in Russia. And they're not feral. Feral pigs are pigs that have escaped. Mine haven't escaped. Now, it's wild escape topography, but it's within a confined high fence preserve. They haven't escaped. They're not feral. We're suing you for your feral pigs. They're not feral. They're on the preserve. They haven't escaped. You. They're elusive. Deer are elusive, even on high fence. They're more elusive than South Texas deer. They're more elusive than Illinois Forest Preserve deer. I mean, even the great Steve Rinella said he can't get excited about farm-raised deer. Well, I get excited about freedom, whether I support the choice of the individual or not. And I'm not knocking Steve. I guess I am, because Steve's a great guy, got great shows. He's really a genius. He's a good guy. He's a good hunter. But Steve, you have to support freedom, whether you indulge in that choice of freedom or not. God, it's so stupid. And then in Texas, you can't trap a pig and bring it across county lines. But the pigs cross county lines all day and all night. They walk across county lines. The corruption in our government is ubiquitous. There is no area where there's not corruption, except where Donald Trump and his team are spotlighting the corrupt, treasonous cockroaches that have been lying to us forever. And the Texas Parks and Wildlife are destroying family deer breeding operations, lying about CWD when CWD has never hurt a herd. It can't be transmitted to humans, and more deer will die on the highways than from chronic wasting disease. And for every deer that does die from chronic wasting disease, millions of fawns are born. I'll be back with more truth, logic, and common sense, because I believe in freedom. Go to tednugent.com and get the 50th anniversary T-shirt for Stranglehold. And we're going to do another. Do I have one more segment? I love this stuff. I love truth, logic, and common sense. I love the First Amendment. I love the Second Amendment. They're absolute. God gave them to me. Go to tednugent.com. You can get the challenge coins and the hats, but the 50th anniversary Stranglehold T-shirt. It's awesome. I'll be back in a minute with more fire.